G'day guys, welcome back to another video. Finals time is here. Today we're going to be predicting round one. We're only going to be predicting week one of the finals because I'll do weekly videos just to make it a bit more interesting also. So I'm not going to go straight ahead and continue. I'm just going to do week one, Collingwood versus Melbourne. How about we just get into some reviews since there's not many games to tip. So we won't. So we'll just dive straight into the reviews. Went with the Pies by 29. Well, Bombers really disappointing. Lost by 70. Some could see it coming with the way that they've been performing. Lost to GWS by 126. Not the way to finish off the year. Now, I thought the Hawks get up, but I could easily see Freo getting up. And Freo, in the end, got it done quite comfortably by 37 points there. Nice way to finish off the season for the Dockers. And then we all know only 9%. I'm surprised that actually 9% of people actually did go for North Melbourne, but North actually ran away comfortably. I'm not sure. I think it's been like a couple. I swear it's been 2 or 3 years since North have got a win over like 20 points. That seems unbelievable, but you think of it, they just scraped over the line this year against West Coast, against the Dockers, against Richmond. They probably had another scraping over where they scraped over West Coast, I think, earlier on in that year. So if you think about it, it has been a long time since North have really actually got up. So, yeah, great job to North there. My Saints lost by 12. Respectable performance. We were always in it, though. But to be honest, Brisbane probably should have at least won the game by at least probably 6 goals with their inaccurate kicking. But I don't care. I'm not going to complain with it. They were very dominant in that first half and deserve probably kick a few more goals. But, yeah, we're playing at the Gabba. I don't care how close it gets. Give us crap if you want. Yes, we were. Yes, Brisbane should have won that game by more. We're playing at the Gabba. Chill out. Calm down. It was close. I'm happy with that result. And, yeah. Anyway, so we can head into finals. Pretty confident still. Went with the Cats by 9. Dogs broke it. I mean, apparently, like, the Cats had... I think this is true. Cats had half the side was VFL, so it doesn't really mean anything for the Dogs. The Giants got it done. Come on, I wanted the Giants to get in instead of the Dogs, just to switch it up this year. But yeah, we've got to play them now. Dogs won by 25. Nice way to finish off the season. Went with the Crows by 22. Actually won by 45. West Coast for a half were really competitive until, obviously, the Eagles. You know them. Some great stars retired. Shannon Hearn and Luke Shuey retiring there. Nick Nat farewell game also. So, yeah, great job there to the Eagles, but especially the Crows. The scoreline kind of lies here because this game was really in it until the last probably 5-7 minutes. Port just pulled away. If you'd really watched the replay, this was closer than you'd think. I get the scoreline for the result and also the obviously the prediction, but yeah, this game Port just managed to kick too many goals and pull away with it. It should have only been a 10-point game, but yeah. Went with the D's by 5. Actually, they won by 21, so it was good to see to keep the Swans not near us, and yeah. D scrape over there, the SCG. Then I was confident the Giants get it done. They did win. Don't get the scoreline for the result. But let's get into the predictions. And they end Carlton streak. And that we got to play them. And I'm so nervous to play these guys. They are looking very strong. So how about we get straight into the predictions. So we'll go first up, Carlton and Melbourne on Thursday. I think the AFL stopped with the fixturing. They should really have Carlton Sydney on Thursday night and Melbourne and Collingwood on Friday night because you're going to get more people there. It's Friday night, classic. I just think if I was the fixturing man or if I am the AFL and I decide the fixtures, Carlton and Sydney would be on Thursday night. I'm very angry at this one, but the fact that they put this on Thursday, but who cares? I guess prime time. This is going to be a tough one. Collingwood and Melbourne. Who do I predict here? The D's probably better form, and it suggests that if you don't, you have to at least win 2 or 3 of your last 4 to be the premiers. The last 20 years, I think, we haven't seen a side win the premiership when they've lost their last at least 3 or maybe 4. And they've only won 1 out of those 3 or 4. You know, I was actually really thinking I was going to go with Collingwood. This is absolute cracker here, but I am going to go with the D's. Just been in a bit of better form with some Collingwood injuries. I think it will really hurt them. I'll go with the D's in a bit of a close one. Should really be a close one, but I'll go with the D's by a close 7 points. I think this one should be a Thursday night classic. Don't know why it's on Friday night, but anyway. And then we head over to our Friday night game. Carlton taking on the Swans. Now, the Blues, they didn't really need to win that game. Wouldn't have moved up any spots or moved down any spots, really. So it wasn't really a must-win game for Carlton. But it was disappointing in the way that the fact that they did lose that by 30, I thought it would be at least close. So it is disappointing to finish off their home and away season for the Blues. But Swans, on the other hand, identical form there, just lost their last one against the D. So, yeah, Swans just borderline make it again. The team that lives in the grand final, just sneak in the 8, which is not good. I think Carlton this one's being played at the MCG. I think Carlton get it done. This is finals, though, so anything could happen. But realistically, and I'd probably say, if you're not a Swans fan or anything, you probably should. I think Carlton just the better team. They haven't made finals for 10 years. This means so much to them. I'll go with the Blues by 17 in a bit more comfortable scoreline. I just think that the Swans, they probably do deserve to make it. But, yeah, if they lost that game to Adelaide, they probably would have just still made it anyway. But yeah, they're lucky that the Dogs lost to West Coast and some results went their way, to be honest, to lucky to make it. Yeah. Then at the MCG, it's my Saints taking on the Giants. Now, people say, oh, yeah, the Saints don't deserve to be in finals. Well, we did beat Geelong and Richmond comfortably. And to be honest, I kind of think that Saints being the worst top 8 side team has kind of been put to bed with us being Richmond and Geelong comfortably. Yes, we probably should have lost that game by more against Brisbane, way more, but we're not probably the worst top 8 side. I can see why we're in the top 8. We have 13 wins. A side like the Dogs making it would be the worst top 8 side, all right? Losing to West Coast, the players that they got, they should be making it. So we're not the worst top 8 side. I'm sorry, I'm going to be a bit biased here. We are not. And in my opinion, at least, Giants are neither. This is going to be a very tough game. I'm not confident, to be honest, in us. The Giants in some great form, just beat a red-hot Carlton, who had nothing to play for, but still great to see the Giants get up. Oh, this is going to be tough because, this is going to be so tough. I'm never excited to play these guys, but it is finals, and I have to tip, at least I have to back in my side for, it is a final. It's not really being biased when you're playing in the finals, to be honest. You kind of just have to back in your side. And if I wasn't a Saints supporter, this one would be still tough. I don't know if I'd even be tipping the Saints in this one because the Giants, 6th versus 7th, elimination final, I will be biased. It's not being really biased because it's a final. I got to back in my own team, at least for one final. So I'll back in us to win by 9 points. I think this one should be a pretty good game. But actually, you know what? We'll go with the lower amount. We'll only go us to win by 4 points because I'm really not confident, but I will go with us just because it is a final. And, yeah. Then, Saturday night, Port Adelaide taking on the Lions at the Gabba. This one should be another good game, close scoreline. I think that both sides are on great form at the moment. Brisbane probably should have won that game by more again, but, yeah, Brisbane at the Gabba haven't been too convincing, to be honest. The Power weren't that convincing against Richmond. Only in the last few minutes they pulled away. This one's going to be a very good game. It's going to be tough to tip, but I am going to go with the Lions. Just at home, I think we'll get a gutsy 5-point win. That leaves us Saints to play Port Adelaide home ground, the Adelaide Oval. So they are my predictions for finals. Let me know if you agree or not in the comments. Maybe I am being too biased with the Saints prediction. It isn't my own team, so I have to back them in. But thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.